Hey guys, and welcome to the first ever episode of Smith Street 86. I'm Mitch.
And I'm Jordan. Well, Mitch, we've got a really exciting episode up tonight.
That we do, but I feel like first we should give a bit of an idea of who we are to the audience. What do you reckon?
All right. Introduce yourself, Mitch.
So, first question. What's your favourite food?
I go dark chocolate. What's your favourite variety of chocolate?
I'm going to have to say milk chocolate, to be honest.
You are a milk chocolate type.
Thank you.
If you could pick a favourite film of yours to be adapted into a 3D film, which one would it be? There isn't already one.
All right. That's an interesting question, actually, because on this show every week we have our friends at the 3D printer superstore to print out a mystery object, and we try to guess what it is by the end of the episode.
And we'll be coming back to check up on it throughout the episode so you can play at home too.
Let's give it a look.
Oh my God. I don't know what I envisioned a 3D printer would be, but that is not it.
Well, there it is.
I don't know why I just assumed it would come out 2D and then pop up.
It's blue.
It's blue. Here we go.
I'm gonna guess that it's something from Melbourne.
Yeah, because that's like the theme of today.
Yeah, some sort of landmark, maybe.
Well, just snippets of that one. We'll come back to it.
Yes, we will. So since the show is called Smith Street 86, I feel like our first story should be about Smith Street. What do you reckon?
That's a great idea. Let's have a look.
My name is Shane McIntyre. I run the cafe on Smith Street at 278. It's called Gluttony, It's a Sin.
Oh, well, my name's Felix and I work here at the bazaar for sales. I do sales here.
My name's Brian Hogan. I've been running this place since '96. Before that I had a shop in Galvin in Brunswick Street from '76. So I've been at it a while.
Okay, I'm Rosa. I work at Smith Cakes in a Colana Pasticceria. We're a family business. My parents started this off 46 years ago. So yeah, we're the geriatrics of the street.
I find Smith Street very safe now compared to say 10, 15 years ago, even 20. Well, the sort of clientele's changed over the years, let's just say. So yeah, I feel extremely safe here.
We're a family business, so we all work here. Everything you see in here is made here on the premises from scratch. We're an old school style cafe.
Well, it's been here for approximately 20 years. So I think the main thing it brings is probably it relates to the community. We have a lot of locals who come here on a daily basis, read the paper, have their coffee.
I managed to get a seat one day and ordered a coffee. The service was beautiful, the environment was lovely, and I really it felt warm.
Yeah, it's like kind of it's their kind of lifestyle, I guess. Yeah.
It's changing now. A lot of the old people have moved on. A lot of the younger generations coming in, which is good. Yeah. A lot of these apartments are going up, so it's bringing in new people.
Well, the stuff I've had on the walls this year have not made me very happy. We're about to stop all of that, and hopefully next year we're putting a bar in as well here. I'm in a position to just be able to put any art I like on the walls and charge a commission if it sells. So I've hung a few of my old mate Grant McTracken on the back wall there for you to have a look at.
Every 2 or 3 minutes, I could tell you a story, without a doubt.
That's it. What else can you ask me? Yes, Phil.
Build star, Rosa. Build star now.
They said they came to you. They said to me. Let's get them off. All right.
And that was a little introduction to Smith Street.
It's a pretty cool place, hey?
Yeah, some great coffee. Great,
Pastries,
great
salsa clubs, etc., burgers,
up shops, furniture.
drinks.
Sounds good.
It's pretty great. It's one of those places you definitely want to take someone if they want to get the sort of vibe of Melbourne.
Yeah.
Great. What else can we take someone who's visiting?
So now it's time for our top 10, and keeping with the theme of Melbourne, our top 10 this week is top 10 things to do when visiting Melbourne.
Yeah.
So number 10 we have Eureka Tower. Number 9 we have the Shrine of Remembrance.
Yeah.
Number 8, hot air ballooning over the city.
Stunning.
Number 7, St Paul's Cathedral on Flinders Street. Number 6, the Dandenong Ranges. Number 5, the Queen Victoria Market.
Absolutely.
Number 4, the Great Ocean Road. Number 3, penguins out on Phillip Island.
Penguins and Hemsworths. Go on.
Number 2, Melbourne Zoo or Aquarium.
Lions.
And number 1, the unique laneways of Melbourne.
Graffiti. All right, let's go over a quick life hack and then we'll be right back here after an ad break.
Yep, see you soon. Hi, and welcome back to Smith Street 86. Now, before we get started, let's have another quick look on our 3D printer.
Yes. Okay,
You can see a little bit more now.
it's raising up some more. It looks like a glass piece. I'm gonna go with like some kind of tower thing, I reckon.
I'm going to go with some sort of animal.
An
actually.
animal?
Yeah.
Wow,
I
all
feel like
right.
that might be it.
Now over to the chat back crew. They're on the streets of Melbourne asking about the most important thing in Melbourne. Coffee.
And what's your name?
I'm Tanya.
Hi, Tanya. And you're living in Melbourne?
I am indeed.
And what do you love about Melbourne? Here's a hard-hitting question. What do you love?
Oh, there's many things I love about Melbourne. The cultural diversity,
Lovely.
beautiful structures, the heritage, the parks, the coffee.
I think the best thing about Melbourne is the diversity and like that everyone's just accepting of each other, and that like no matter what race they are, they still accept you and everything.
The coffee and the food.
The coffee and the food. I think I gave that one away.
I will be very picky with my coffee, and I will be very picky with the barista. If the barista is not really the same barista every day, I will be very suspicious. Actually, do they have the same standards coffee every day or not?
Would you trust your barista to do your tax return?
Why not?
Why not? Okay.
No, I'd leave that to the professionals. I think I don't trust myself to do my tax return. I give it to a professional.
I know, that's true.
Not big, but yeah, I do a coffee a little bit. Yeah, but more of a tea drinker.
Big tea drinker. That's very popular today. People are loving the tea in Melbourne.
Yep.
People are willing to line up forever for a coffee.
Yeah, often a line. I'll wait.
I'm
happy to wait.
It's good coffee. Yeah. And you big coffee drinker, Lucas?
Not really.
Tea drinker?
No.
Oh, come on, something drinker, surely.
No, not really.
We go drink water.
Well, obviously. But
You're watching Smith Street 86 on Channel 31.
There you go.
I don't think Luke's like coffee.
I don't think he does either.
No, I think he just wanted to get away. Poor guy.
Have you heard of the Melbourne Magic coffee?
Oh yeah, it's that weird like, what is it? A double ristretto 3/4. I don't think anyone who orders it knows what it is, but it's a special
I've
Melbourne
had to make
coffee.
it several times. It's not fun.
It's not.
Now let's take a look at a story about a group of young actors working to present an incredible show.
I live in the woods. Well, it's a play, I guess, first and foremost. That's pretty obvious.
It's kind of like a twisted kind of wicked spin on the fairy tale Red Riding Hood.
Technically speaking, it's what we call junkyard opera. So it's got some of the elements of opera in that it's got an underlying musical score.
It's a very dark reimagining of Red Riding Hood. It focuses on the old stories of Red Riding Hoods, and it relates a little bit more to kind of themes and issues that might be in today's society, as well as ones that were in the society years ago.
My name is George Franklin. I'm a drama teacher at Eltham High School, which I have been for about 145 years to date. And I'm also the director of the Scrambled Prince Theatre Company, who did the show.
How Came That Blood is a performance based upon Little Red Riding Hood, and it's really dark, really creepy, and really fun to perform.
It's been successful on a number of fronts. I mean, it's financially, it's sort of paid its own way, which is a big thing for any artistic project. It's been really successful in terms of what we really set out to do with it as a learning experience for the students.
It's been a lot of fun rehearsing and getting it up to this standard. We've taken it to the Adelaide Fringe, which was a very big success, and we got 2 4-star reviews, which was amazing, and we're taking it to the Melbourne Fringe in September.
Well, I think it's been very interesting for George, because typically George directs very humorous, light plays. Most of our plays are very, it's kind of just puns in different settings. And they're good fun, and they're good for a laugh, but it's never been something of this scale, or of these themes, which are quite a lot darker than we usually deal with.
Yeah, changing genres did open up the way we could work with music, the way we could work with movement. Sort of opens up design elements that, that a more traditionally shaped play probably doesn't have. But I think it was also due to the fact that it involved and continues to involve people from outside the school. What I really wanted to do was to get an ex-student of ours back to work at the school. It's a woman called Jessie Rasmussen.
Jessie came back first as our original director. The school hired her, and she slowly brought the play up.
It's really good having someone that lets ensemble members put in their input as well. So they didn't just tell us what to do, they kind of asked us for suggestions, and we built the show together, so yeah.
At the moment we are rehearsing to put it on in September at the Melbourne Fringe at the Trades Hall from the 19th to the 26th of September, 7 o'clock. Get your tickets through the Fringe or buy them at the door. Get them off my mum.
Looks pretty cool.
Yeah, there you go. Are you planning to see many things at the Fringe Festival this year?
Yeah, well, definitely that. That'll be back amongst a whole load of other shows coming up.
Yeah, definitely.
It looks fantastic. All right, now we're going to cut to one of our segments called Tales on the Tram, where fans of the show tell us stories from their tram travels.
I remember when I was 7 and still living in Dublin, me and my dad were hopping on a train to the city and seeing the Natural History Museum. It was 11 a.m. and the train turned up and the carriages were quite busy. As we stepped on, I noticed most of the people on the carriage were all cramped up on one side. My dad hates busy places, so of course he moved us to the empty area of the carriage. We soon realised why everyone had moved to the other end, because in a booth there were 4 men with beer cans shouting and drinking. My dad sat down on the opposite side of the booth and squeezed me into the booth with the men. When I was younger, I had big curly red hair that resembled Annie, and of course this triggered the men to start singing Annie songs at the top of their lungs. I was adopted into their gang and me and my dad were having a great time with them. As we were about to leave, the leader of the group said, "Come on lads, pitch in," and they all started to dig around in their pockets and handed me so much free change that I had to use my 2 hands to carry it all. I counted it later and I ended up with €6, and as the train departed I could hear the echo of Annie's Tomorrow yelled out of the train window.
If you have your own tale from the tram that you want to share with us, then contact us on our Facebook or Twitter.
But now we'll have a quick break and we'll be right back after that. Hi and welcome back to Smith Street 86. Now we've got a special guest to the show, Megri Lublubjan, who has created a short documentary on the Armenian Genocide of 1915. Hi Megri.
Hi, how are you today?
I'm good, how are you?
Good.
So what is the Armenian Genocide?
The Armenian Genocide is massacre of the Armenians by Ottoman Turks, which took place on April 24, 1915, and it was centrally planned and administered by Turkish government against the Armenian population of the Ottoman Empire.
Wow, and why did you choose to make this short documentary?
As I'm Armenian, I made this documentary because I want to raise more awareness about this genocide, and it's really important to know people about it.
Yeah, and I think in Australia there's not that much awareness about it. So who did you get to interview in this interview and why did you choose them?
I had pleasure and was honored to meet Mr. Vacek Kahramanyan, who's Executive Director of Armenian National Community in Australia. He presents all Armenians in Australia in all political aspects.
And so what kind of message do you want to convey through the film?
My message that needs to be conveyed that in fact that Turkey is still denying the Armenian genocide, and because of their denying the Armenian genocide, I want to raise more awareness and to know people more about it.
Oh great,
Yeah,
cool.
thank you.
Well, let's have a look at the short documentary.
Hello, I'm Megri Lublubjan, and today I'm speaking to Mr. Vacek Kahramanyan about the 100th anniversary of Armenian Genocide.
The Armenian Genocide is one of the greatest unpunished crimes of the 20th and 21st centuries. In 1915, under the cover of World War I, the Ottoman forces implemented what is today known as the first genocide of the 20th century. The Ottoman Empire wanted to eradicate its minority groups, which included the Armenians, the Assyrians, the Pontian Greeks, and as a result implemented a state policy of mass extermination. Over 1.5 million Armenians, 500,000 Pontian Greeks, over 750,000 Assyrians meet their final fate in a genocidal campaign which was undertaken by the Ottoman Empire. Most of the world leaders today, including Germany, Russia, France, Switzerland, Brazil, Argentina, have formally recognised the events of 1915. Turkey continues today as the modern successor state to the Ottoman Empire, denies what happened between 1915 and 1923 as a genocide.
Why do you believe Australia is yet to recognize the Armenian genocide?
So as you said, Australia is a country which still hasn't formally moved a motion in its parliament to recognise the historical reality of the Armenian genocide. And that can only be attributed to one thing. When Australia, as a subject of the British Empire, went to war against the Ottoman Empire in 1915 at the landings of Gallipoli, today, in 21st century Australia, Turkey uses the Battle of Gallipoli to its own political advantage to blackmail the Australian government from recognising the historical reality of the Armenian genocide.
How awful.
That's a pretty emotional documentary, but it's important to know. Important that we get that out into
very
mainstream media.
important.
Well, I think the 3D printer has got a little bit more.
A little bit more, does it?
Yeah, let's have a look.
Ooh. Ooh.
Is that a bowl or symbol? Like a symbol? Like a is it an instrument of
It feels
some variety?
like a seahorse, maybe.
It looks almost opaly.
A cave.
I'm going to go with a pineapple, I think. Is
Yeah?
my final guess. A pineapple.
I'm gonna go with an ear. Yep.
Okay, cool. Like, your guess, your choice.
All right, let's see what it actually is. Here we go. What is that? It's a dinosaur skull.
Similar to a pineapple.
Similar to an ear, I think. I think that looks like an ear.
It kind of doesn't. That doesn't look like an ear at all.
Well, here we
Can
go.
I touch it?
Yeah, touch it. It feels
Wow,
weird.
that's a bizarre consistency. I don't know what I was expecting.
I like that it's blue.
And do you know it can double as a comb?
Oh, can it?
Yeah, heaven. A big thanks to our friends over at 3D Printer Superstore for letting us have a go with their printers.
Jordan, I think that's the end of our show for this week. But if you want to keep updated until next week, follow us on Twitter and Facebook.
Let's close with a local Melbourne band, Twins Peak, playing a song from their debut album, Breakwell. Here it is, Hemingway.
Thanks, guys. See ya.
A soldier and her slave, paper boy and planes. Like you said, we're close, we're so close, we're far away. Oh, Hemingway, I like it when you talk to me plain. Oh, Hemingway, I like it when you tell it straight. Draped in a red flag, with a box of knives and a dead hate, you cross slowly down to your grave. I was never sure I'd be watching you out in the lone wind, where the shorelight's dim and the waves still fall far away. Love winds and the certainty of finality washes over you as heaven waits on my Hemingway. I like it when you tell it straight. Draped in a red flag, with a box of knives and a dead hate, you cross slowly down to your grave. As heaven waits, oh, Hemingway, I like it when you tell it straight. Through the wash, all sea blood is blocked. You're tripping in all your catharsis, carving tunnels with bullets through the box. You're tripping in all your catharsis, carving tunnels with bullets through the box. Through the wash, draped in a red flag.